Let's take a look at the week ahead and today's bias. Let's get it. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is Jimmy Trades here. Thank you for joining me. Please hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit that like button early on in the video. It will help the algorithm send the video far and wide. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. It's a new week, so let's check out what's ahead of us and what we might be in for today. So starting here on the calendar, which is where we always start, we have no news Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not much to add to that other than, the volatility is likely going to be coming into the market around that market open time of 9:30 Eastern. So keeping an eye on that. And then Thursday, we do have the 8:30 news, and then Friday, 8:30 news as well. So looking for that liquidity injection around those times, followed by the 9:30 open there as well. A pretty quiet week overall from a high impact news standpoint. And of course, there is always oil inventories, which is generally on Wednesday at 10 a.m. All right, let's move to NQ on the daily chart. We'll move to the weekly first, actually. So I really like this weekly candle here. The previous week, we held this order block here quite nicely. We respected that. We've closed back above that as well. So I'm liking the look of that. What I want to see is this buyer's wick be respected. So the equilibrium, that's the orange line down here, I want to see that respected. If price does move lower over the next couple of days, that we find support at the equilibrium of this buyer's wick to continue to send prices higher. Let's drop down to the daily. We are inside a bearish FVG. We're using our IRL to ERL idea. Then we can anticipate that price will likely move lower. The other way to look at it is we have very little wick to the high side here. I'd call this a devil's mark. And it's either about this small or not there at all, which will act as a strong draw on liquidity. Therefore, we want to use the equilibrium of the previous day's range, the body from open to close, and look to see price respect the equilibrium there before we move higher. Take out the high here, the high here. So I'm happy to see price continue to move lower for today even. Try and gain back some of those, or, sell off some of those gains from Friday. It was a crazy day Friday. But that's what I'd like to see happen. Price continues to move lower. That's cool. I mean, we can even move past this level, but I want to see closure back above that equilibrium. So that's our NQ idea for today. We'll move over to oil. Oil has continued to move higher. So we moved out of that consolidation, and I was looking or anticipating that we might move higher and then sweep through this consolidation before moving lower. We haven't done that. Let's move out to the weekly. We have found support here in this bullish FVG. And what we can see also is that the week of the 11th of August closed back inside the range. So there's insight to order flow there. That indicates we could anticipate price or expect price to want to run higher. Now we've already taken previous week's high into a bearish FVG. So I want to be conscious of that. This is just a weekly perspective. I want to be conscious of that. I do like that we move lower first. So we've got a nice opportunity for expansion here. So let's move to the daily. Now, where are we looking at for a possible liquidity level? I like this level. We have, we'll use the imbalance here as well. We've got this bearish FEG with a swing high aligned with that level. So I'd like the idea of seeing price come up and react to this level. So at the moment, we have price continuing to expand higher. We have a bullish FEG here. So even if price does move lower, then we can anticipate a reaction followed by this draw up here. If that doesn't happen, that's okay as well. We've got what is shaping up to be a nice expansion candle here. And we might even just see price continue to expand higher. What you want to do as we move into New York Open, drop down to your lower time frames, your 4 hour or your hourly, and just see what is happening. Okay, it's a little bit choppy through here at the moment, but we are respecting bullish PD arrays. So we, closed above these opposing candles, closed above this opposing candle as we've continued to move higher. Even though it is a little bit choppy and very indecisive, we have continued to trend higher. What you want to look for is if we're going to see a reversal, that we get that change in the state of delivery. That's going to confirm that we're going to get and likely see a reversal. All right, let's move to gold now. Beautiful day for gold as well. We were looking at this level here being a roadblock, and it was in fact a roadblock, the opposing candles here, but we've now closed above that level. So if we clear the chart, we've now got a daily change in the state of delivery. And if we get a close above these up close candles here, that'll be a daily breaker as well. We haven't got that just yet. So I do like that we've closed above these down close candles, and we've got a closure above the body here. Price has come down, and you can see here again, we've got that devil's mark. Price has come down, is respecting this level, and also if we respect the equilibrium of the previous day's candle body, then we can anticipate price to continue to move higher. And this high here, we've got equal highs. That looks like the play today. Into this bearish FEG, we'll just need to see how we continue to move through that level. But that's what I liked for today. We had Dixie sweep out all this low resistance liquidity. Eventually, we had actually been looking at that, but price was starting to shift higher. That Friday news helped finally sweep that out. Same deal. Are we going to continue lower? If so, we're going to respect the equilibrium before we push lower. Okay, and then our draw will be previous day low to start with, followed by this level down here. Inversely correlated. So euro, we should anticipate to go higher. We haven't been able to close through this bearish FEG, which is surprising. And look at the reaction here. We've been struggling to break through this level. What we'll see today, will we respect the previous day's equilibrium? We can see that we did get a close above these opposing candles, and I would include this. I know this is a bullish candle, but seriously, that's just a fractal move within this move lower. All right, and we did sweep the low down here out of a bullish FEG. So if we can move into the equilibrium and find support, then we can look for price to move higher. Pound a little bit behind here, hasn't quite reached the close through these opposing candles. But again, we are finding support out of this bullish FEG, which is perfect. That's what we're looking for. So like the others, support here on the equilibrium, we'll see price shoot higher. Jumping over to Bitcoin. All those gains from Friday gone. So all I want to focus on now, we have this level here, which almost got tapped into. At the moment, previous day low is the low hanging fruit. And look, crypto moves quite aggressively. Even if we do sweep out previous day low, I'd still like to see this buyer's wick closed above. Okay, so we can still come down lower and then buy that back up and close above that equilibrium. And that would give me some confidence that we may continue back to moving higher. Ethereum now. We reached our target area. All right, and look, I'm not surprised we are seeing some downside, all-time highs, you know, people taking profits. Here we are inside a bullish FVG. We've got a order block here. Want to see this level hold and then continue to move higher out of that. And I'll be happy with that sort of move there, even to continue to respect the equilibrium of Friday's candle. I know a couple of days have passed, but it was purely consolidation, really. Nothing too exciting through Saturday, Sunday there. So that is the idea for Ethereum. Well, thank you guys for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. Remember to, you can grab 40% off with Tradeify right now using code JimmyTrades. And of course, you can always get at least 50% off with code Jimmy for Apex. Be sure to grab your evals. And if you're keen to analyze your data, be sure to grab a Tradezella account and you will be given 20% off with code JimmyTrades. Take care, guys. Have a good Monday and a good start to your week. Bye for now.